Awesome. So, hey everyone, I welcome you all to today's Meshery development meeting. Today is 15 October, and those are who are new to today's meeting. Meshery is about managing your cloud native infrastructure collaboratively, visually. So you can check out more on Meshery Docs. It's a CNCF sandbox project and follows the CNCF code of conduct. So be respectful to others as well. Before starting, we do have a couple of housekeeping items. One is making sure you add your name in the attendees list. So I will share the link of the doc in the chat. You can add your name in the attendees list. And the second is if you are new to today's call, if you're joining the first time, feel free to unmute yourself, say hi, introduce yourself, or give any where are you joining from, what you like, how did you find the mystery, or anything that you want to say. So, anyone want to
Hello
go ahead?
everyone.
Hey,
Am I audible?
yeah, you are.
Actually, this is my first time joining this meeting. I did join the newcomers one last time. I met some of the people. So, some of the people are new to me now. So, my name is Amisha. I'm in my third year right now. And I interned at Google this summer. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for joining, Amisa. Welcome to the today's call. And anyone else would like to go forward and introduce?
Yeah, hi.
Hey, Neeraj. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello everyone. My name is Neeraj Kumar here, and I just recently joined this Meshery Slack channel. So just joined here, and currently I'm working as a DevOps engineer. So I just
Awesome.
want to be more like active in the open source. So that's why I joined Meshery.
Thank you, Neeraj. Yeah, definitely. There's
Yeah,
plenty of opportunity for you to contribute and do
yeah.
check out and engage on the Slack with the community members. Yeah. Thanks for joining us today. And anyone else would
Thank
like
you.
to go ahead and say hi? Thanks, man. In case if you have any issues with your mic, feel free to introduce yourself in the chat. We will definitely chat on the chat as well. So, yeah, Dive, I think this is your first time joining, if I'm not wrong. I'm pronouncing it right.
Yeah, say the name again, Yash.
Dive
Oh, Dipe.
or
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I would think it is Dipe. Dipe. If you are able to say hi over audio, wonderful. Please do. And if you're not in a position to, maybe you can just introduce yourself in
Hi,
chat.
can you hear me?
Yeah. Yep.
My
Hi.
name is hi. My name is Habib Baba Suleiman, also known as Freeman. So I'm an open source contributor. I've contributed to projects like OpenStack and many more. I'm also a cloud and DevOps practitioner. I'm looking forward to. I joined Meshery because I want to actually contribute to actual CNCF projects and also grow my skill and also apply for Linux Foundation mentorship.
Nice. Well, Freeman, you're in the right place. This is an actual CNCF project. So yeah, good man. Good. Yeah, it's the Linux Foundation. Linus is certainly, his namesake is in the name Linux, but it's not the Linus Foundation. It's the Linux Foundation. Good of you to be here. Freeman, did you happen to the first agenda item? That's not yours, right?
It is mine.
Oh, okay. And do you also go by Habib Salaman?
Yes. Yeah.
No shit. Holy monkey. Wow. Is Freeman your middle name or
Just my
nickname?
nickname. Yes, the
And
nickname I gave myself. Yeah.
oh, oh, very good. You do not want to know my nickname.
Oh, okay.
My
That's your
mom
nickname.
gave it to me when I was young. And anyway, one of my sons, his nickname is Poopy.
Oh,
It's,
wow.
it's the most embarrassing. I don't know, man. It's so funny to
Not
call.
name is not funny actually. You can choose to name yourself anything you want.
Yeah, yeah. Yep. That's why I'm Superman. I also identify as a cat.
Oh,
It-
interesting.
yeah. I'm also mentally handicapped. Uh, anyway, great to have you, Freeman. Um,
Thank you.
Miss Dipe, I think you were going to say hi. Please do.
Yeah, hi. Good afternoon, everyone. Um, my name is Precious Ogundipe. My nickname is Dipe, not Dai per se, anyways. Yeah, so I'm a DevOps engineer and I'm new to open source and contributing to open source. So I just started contributing. I joined through Oktoberfest, the Oktoberfest program. And yeah, I've been contributing since like last week. It's been interesting, fun, and I have a lot of questions. I hope I'll get answers fastly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're full of answers and sarcasm, so you'll get both. Deepe. Yep. So Deepe, do you have we interacted on like did you have we interacted on GitHub already? I just want to make sure that so your first
Yes,
your name. Okay.
yes. I've made like two contributions.
Oh
One
yeah.
has merged, the other is still, I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
what happened to that one. So that's part of like my question, anyways, because
Yeah, we
I
made
don't know. I don't think it has been reviewed. It's just there.
you
So
know
I wanted like how
I
long
think
does it take to get like a
yeah.
review on
I I
like your
think what
content?
I think what the problem is that there are some very lazy maintainers here who just
Okay.
they open issues asking for people to help, and then people submit. Actually, there's some of the sarcasm here is a bit dry, so I was being sarcastic. We have too few maintainers, and part of what I focus on is trying to help build more maintainers and empower them to own any part of the project that they want to, not just this project, but others. And so, no doubt, your PR is on the list, or like it will be reviewed. There's one thing, Deepe, that you specifically and Freeman and Niraj and Lorenzo and everybody else on the call can help with is offering review on other PRs. So it doesn't have to be a maintainer that's coming over and reviewing and making comments. And please do that. It's an excellent way for you to learn. It feels good to the other people who get the feedback. That's part of where you're not feeling great. You're feeling somewhat good that you got one merged, but not feeling great that it's been 2 days and someone hasn't commented. Um, so don't be a hypocrite. Go comment on someone else's PR and give them feedback. You'll learn in the process. And then eventually somebody will be to your PR to hopefully get it merged. But yeah,
Okay.
great. Yeah,
Interesting. Thank you.
yeah.
Awesome. So
Niraj,
I think
yeah, one last thing, Yash, I'm sorry. Hey, Niraj, where are you working at? You said you're a DevOps engineer?
So yeah, I'm currently looking at trying this digital transformation based company.
Oh man, I couldn't understand what you said. You're working where?
Yeah, it's a trying digital transformation based company.
Yep, you're not going to say the name of it?
The name is Triange.
Oh, Triant. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And then of the tech that you're focused on, is it a specific set of technology?
Uh, yeah, specifically I'm working on like AWS side. Most possible.
Awesome. All right. All right, great. Sorry, Yash.
okay, thank you, Neeraj. Yeah, definitely. I was thinking like the advice you gave for the how to contribute, maybe we should tweet it. have a thread on it and tweet about it. We can help others go and take the difference from there. By the way,
And
yeah, yeah.
yeah, you mean me? Okay, yeah. I think part of what you said I didn't catch, but yeah, like that maybe going and tweeting a bit about other people offering a review on PRs, I think is what you're saying.
Yeah, like we can tweet about it, like a lot of activist thing going on. Maybe people will
Oh
like
yeah. Oh yeah.
it.
Totally.
Awesome, awesome. Let's go move forward and let's start with our agenda items. In case if someone missed introducing themselves, feel free to do that in the chat. And many of us in the chat are actively engaging in the chat, so definitely do that. And let's start with the standing agenda items. So we have first one on the CNI. Do we have Matthew today with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey man,
Um,
would you like to share updates?
and I don't have any real update on that. Perhaps you can just share the link to the CLI stuff here. So for those who are new, this Google Sheet is a document where you will be able to find every command and subcommand available for Meshery CTL, which is the CLI in our project. And yes, here you can have all those commands, the flags related to them, and the current status of them. And if you want more details about what the command do and how to use them, there's also the docmeshery.io website with a reference of all those commands and some examples. And yeah, that's it.
Any questions for Matthew?
Also, perhaps one point related to Meshery CTL. Currently, I am alone working on it, and I have not a lot of time in the last weeks. So if someone want to be more involved and want to contribute, just reach out to me in Slack, and yeah, we will find a way you can start on it.
Man, that's a heck of an offer. I don't know if you guys know this, but Matthew's a Meshery maintainer, and he leads the CLI component. There's a lot inside of that client. It's certainly Golang focused, but he also does a lot with Bash scripting, the way that the CLI gets tested. The other thing Matthew is an LFX mentor. So he takes people through internships, and they are, well, often focused on the CLI. So the same thing that he's making an offer here for. So I just wanted to point out how special that was. So
Thank you, Matthew. Thank you. Yeah, definitely reach out to him if you are looking to contribute. Golang is a great part of, can be your LFX mentorship. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Matthew. I'll move forward. On the UI part, I don't know if Ryan is with us today or not. Ryan is not here. Maybe Abid, would you like to take this one or anyone else?
yeah, go ahead, Abid.
Yeah, let me.
By the way, Ian is one of the other maintainers, and he his wife's mother, his grandmother, and his some other mother, they're all ill, or like he's like he's underwater for about a month, and so he's been away he's been away for a little bit. He should be back soon.
Yeah, let me quickly share. So they are the sheet that Yash was sharing. So I think that thing is completely done now. Like we were previously tracking migration from MUI v4 to v5, and that's done. And also there is another migration happening for functional components, and that's also done. So in this sheet, we're tracking the testing of Meshry's UI components. So there are different methodologies that we use for testing. One is like end-to-end testing that we do with Playwright, where we actually simulate the browser and see how the UI is behaving end-to-end. So we actually hit the Meshery UI, and so that's the kind of the major testing that's happening right now. And there's also small tests for integration testing where we just kind of test like the some of the components in isolation. But yeah, the major effort right now is on Playwright testing, and there's already lots of work done on it, majorly from Ian and other contributors. So we have a proper test plan, and this gets tested every night. And also like whenever we do a release and whenever you make a PR, you would get that comment from how the PR was behaving and if there are any new tests in this, or if any tests are passing or failing. So yeah, that's kind of the context for it. So in this sheet, we're tracking like which components are being tested and which are like which tests are passing, which tests are kind of flaky, and which are still not tested. So if you go through the sheet, you might find these red cells, and these are kind of like open to take. So if you are interested in doing any of these, you can see if there some cell is red and there is no contributor assigned to it, you can just start working on any of these tests. So the framework we use is Playwright, and it's pretty simple. Previously, we were using Cypress, but we no longer use it. So if you find it in documentation, you would get like stray. So that's no longer used. We only use Playwright, and yeah, you can find other tests that are already written. So it's basically just kind of like a scripting to simulate user behavior, like clicking a button, opening a model, and seeing how everything is behaving. So you would be testing the functionality end to end from a user's perspective. And there's a lot, so I think actually there are lots of reds here. So yeah, so there should be enough opportunity for all of you guys who want to kind of get started with Meshery, because as you test the UI, you would know how certain functionalities behave, and you would get more comfortable contributing to Meshery. And yeah, thanks, Lee. There's a couple of actually training videos on YouTube, and I think the link is also inside the documentation. And I think there was somewhere here also. Maybe we are no longer putting the links, but yeah, it's probably on the Meshy docs where we have all of the links to the trainings. Yeah, there's one specially done for test testers, and yeah, both are Meshy CTL testers and UI tests. So yeah, apart from this UI testing, yeah, I think Matt might have already talked about it, but we do the same thing for CLI using BAT, so it's a bash-based framework. So yeah, if you are interested, you can work on any of these, whichever is comfortable for you. Any questions?
I wonder if everyone here has seen the self-paced training for contributing. But the hyperlink is in the Zoom chat now. It's the one that Abid is talking about. These are pretty recent, and they're done by other maintainers. And so I actually don't know of too many other projects that have a complete set of like recorded, like how to contribute trainings. So yeah, take advantage.
Thank you, Abid. Any question for Abid, or we can bring him forward? Awesome. Thank you, Abid. If anyone has questions, they can type in the chat. I'll share the screen. Awesome. So now we are on the announcement part. Oh gosh, I don't believe, I didn't even believe like we are near to the KubeCon NA, and I'm excited for the KubeCon NA. We got two sessions. So we got a Project Lightning talk there. Feel free to tune in if you're coming to the KubeCon NA, and we got Content Fest as well, where we will be doing some training part of the Meshery. I will be there as well. If you're coming, feel free to jump in, and I hope Lee will be there as well. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So that is part from the KubeCon NA. Yeah, Lee, do you want to say something?
No, just I may or may not have this thing on my face,
Yeah.
so you may or may not recognize me. I don't know. My wife, if she has her way, it'll be gone. We'll see.
Awesome. So I will be there. I will be there in Cloud Native Alex, which will be happening before KubeCon NA as well. So if you want to chat about Meshery, feel free to jump in or ping me anytime. Awesome. So the next part is the certifications. So we got live with the certifications. There are a couple of certifications are live, which you can go and take one. I think I opened the cloud link. You can check out the all the certification tiers. We have the badges we have for the Hacktoberfest or the contribution part of that. Sorry, my internet is little slow today, but yeah, feel free to do that as well. You can check out the links here. I think I should quickly be here. Oops. Uh, Looks like it's like on my side. My internet is slow. So yeah, but yeah, there are a couple of Meshery trainings that you can go and do, get some certification which you can, put on your LinkedIn profile, put on your GitHub badges, which is well received. And yeah, and anyone else want to say a word on that? Lee, would you like to share anything else on the part of the certification?
Yeah, two things. One thing is for everyone here that just like those trainings, those recorded trainings that we were just looking at, there's a certification exam that is more or less focused on those self-paced trainings. This I don't know if you guys know this, but Meshery is unique in the CNCF in a number of ways. Meshery has essentially 10,000 stars on it. I haven't gone to look, but I'd bet you any amount of money that any of you want to bet that it has the most stars of any sandbox project. It is also the 6th highest velocity project in the CNCF, which is super impressive for a bunch of reasons. One, because there's a couple hundred, 234 other projects. 32 of those projects are graduated projects, so they get guaranteed spots at KubeCon. They get lots of marketing and uplift from the CNCF. Meshery doesn't get any of that, and yet we're the 6th fastest growing, and it has been like that for a while. It's not like some statistical anomaly. So Yash he has memorized that we were the 9th, like highest velocity. We're the 6th now, which is I don't know, which is why I have a brand new keyboard. I mean, my fingers are just one of many here, but I just got this in the mail yesterday, the day before, and because I broke the other one, it doesn't like me pounding on it. Anyway, so Meshery is unique in a bunch of different ways. One of those is that we were the first to create an ambassador program, Meshmates, just for the project. And then Linkerd came over and they followed along with Linkerd Heroes. And now we're the first not to offer a certification on the project, but the first to offer a certification for contributors on the project. All the other certifications that you can find for the other projects, they're about users. Now, you could argue like the Kubernetes, the CCAD, I think, the Certified Kubernetes Application Developer, that's still all about like how to use Kubernetes and run workflows on it and design your apps to run on the thing. It's about using it. It's not about contributing to the open source project. So this is a first for the CNCF that you can be certified, take an exam. It's 100, I think it's 125 questions covering 5 domains. And so you can see the details by following the link that's in the meeting minutes, and so that was one thing. That's for all of you to know and go take. And how much does the exam cost? $0. At least right now it does, and you will be the first to have taken it. I think there's only 1 or 2 other people who are essentially beta testers who've taken it. So it is as fresh as it gets. We haven't actually announced it. This is like the first. This isn't the first time that we've spoken of it publicly. We've been talking about it publicly. It just hasn't been ready. It's ready. And people like Matthew, who were speaking up earlier, have helped review various portions of it. So pretty awesome. I think right now the exam is set to have 3 retries. So you can take it 3 times. It's an open book thing. All of the study guides are there for like what's in each of the exams. And actually it's a very convenient for you. All the links are right here for the topics that you need to study. So anyway, there's no reason not to go try it. Even if it just helps orient you to, even if it's just a way of a forcing function for you to learn how to be a better contributor, even if you're not really looking for the certification itself, it's just, oh, hey, here's a structured guide to digesting the majority of Meshery's architectural components and understanding them. And that's another way of thinking of this. And as a side effect or as like a bonus, you'd get a certificate. And so not only do you get a badge here, but you get a certificate, a uniquely numbered cert with that's you can add to your social profile, and you can download as a PDF and all that stuff. So pretty awesome. Okay, so the second thing I wanted to bring up is that this Meshery, well, okay, there's 3 things, fine. One of them is, Yash, if you go back to the meeting minutes real fast, as a matter of fact, here, let me maybe share just based on the speed of the internet. If I can find my, good. Here's the meeting minutes that no one can read because they're so small. That's fine. There's a hyperlink in here to one of Meshery's tools, one of Meshery's extensions, Canvas. And we used Canvas to create, to outline what the Meshery certification tiers are. I'm going to use a mode that I don't know that a lot of people use. I don't use that often. It's the full screen mode. Let's see if this helps. Sweet. That works really well. So this is where we are today. Where are we? We are announcing this guy right here. Also, since we're talking about Lee and his keyboard, there's a nice little dial. I don't know if you guys can see it. Nice little dial on the end that I get to twist to zoom in and zoom out of my browser. Just a little fact for everybody, just in case you're really interested. Not that Lee's a narcissist and wants to talk about his keyboard and all. So this is where we are now. Go look at the details. It's 5 exams, 25 questions apiece. You can retry it 3 times, blah, blah, blah. All the open study guides are there. Go do it. There's no reason not to. Some of you are walking around already with some prestigious titles like Meshmate. There's a couple of you on the call. At some point, we'll turn our eye toward users of Meshery and allowing them to validate and show off their knowledge of Meshery's functionality. It's a project that's large in scope. So some of the other CNCF projects that have certifications, they'll just have one, and that's an associate level. And the idea is that we would have multiple. Meshery's got a lot more functionality, scope of functionality than many of the other projects. So, okay. The next item was to say that not only is this certificate part of a group of certificates, but it's inside of this Meshery Academy. And so Yash, I've been meaning to come back to DigitalOcean as one of Meshery's adopters and one of Meshery's partners to follow up on some things that I certainly didn't do as we partnered up, and that was to like get a blog post out about how DigitalOcean is, about the Meshery and DigitalOcean. And one of those things that I'm hopeful that we could do is have some DigitalOcean, how to use DigitalOcean better content in the academy, in a DigitalOcean academy. And so that's something I'd like to see if that makes sense, see if we can figure out some. One thing that might make a lot of sense is just like how to run Meshery on DigitalOcean might be something good to do. Or it could be any number of other DigitalOcean specific things having nothing to do with Meshery. That would be fine. That'd be fine as well. On that topic, Yash, you had mentioned at one point the possibility of like demonstrating some AI related things potentially with Canvas, and I figured
Yeah,
I'd bring.
so for the two things, for the first part of like for the academy, I can help with that. And if you can invite me to that DigitalOcean organization, if I'm not already part of it, then I can see like how can I help. And the second thing about that AI thing, the my colleague is kind of right now in the Dubai, so for a conference. Once he come back, actually he was looking how he can do it with how you can deploy the AI things using Meshery and the Canvas. So once he comes back, let's see. I will discuss with him, and if he gets time, he will get back to you. So hopefully he'll get back to you.
Awesome. That's great. Yash, man, I keep going back. Is DigitalOcean one word or two words?
It's a one word.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Thanks for that.
with
Yeah.
with no space. Usually you should have a space, but I don't know what was the original story.
Hey, since we have
Yeah.
Yash, Yash, I don't know if you guys know this, but Yash carries around a few different titles, but one of those is like, well, for the Asia Pac region, he's organizing Hacktoberfest activities for DigitalOcean, which is why his hair looks disheveled today, which is why the guy is so busy. I'm just messing with him. But Yash, I wanted to just ask you, and just in case you know, is like, we get a lot of people contributing with Hacktoberfest, and a lot of people get pretty animated about like, if it doesn't have the Hacktoberfest label, we're gonna die. And the only reason I was contributing wasn't really to like learn anything or help the project. It was just for the shirt anyway. So if it doesn't have the Hacktoberfest label, I could implode. And what we try to let people know is that the repo also has the Hacktoberfest topic, and I get confused reading the legality of like the rules of participation. I guess my question is,
It should like if your repo has a Aquafest tag, that should be fine. That's all we need. And if you face an issue, if your PR is not able to get counted, feel free to reach out to the Aquafest support team. They will help you with if there is any doubt, if there is any issue, particularly with the repo or particularly with your GitHub account. We'll see that.
nice. All right, that's great.
Awesome. So let's move forward. Habib, I think you created an issue. Is it like you want to work on it, or if that is not a PR, maybe let's just let other maintainers go over the issue, and we'll come back to you because
So thank you. Yeah, I created an issue and I want to work on it. And I've clarified what the issue is all about. So there is just two things I see that I can do. It is either I get the actual link, the original link to the Google Drive, or I just
oh,
remove the reference to the Google Drive from that page. Like, I hope you
awesome,
understand. Have
awesome.
you checked the issue before?
Would you
Have you
like to
checked it?
share this issue yeah, would you like to share this issue in the Slack channel and the maintainers can look at it and maybe assign to you with the correct link or
It
right
has been
person? Would you
assigned to
like
me.
to do
It's just me getting the link.
it? Okay, okay. Okay, awesome, awesome. If you're getting the link, next time you can like give an update on the PR. And thanks, Abhi, for creating the issue and highlighting
Can you
the
check
issue
it
that
out
we,
now?
we have.
I drop a message there.
Oops, okay. Oh, okay. I was not sharing the screen.
Yes.
Oops, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Those who missed, this was the issue. I think in the repository there are some
Yep, great. We
old
got to
links for the Google repository. Yeah,
move on.
yeah, we can. It will be updated. So let's move forward with Abid. Abid, would you like to go ahead and share about the
Yeah,
proposal you have? All for volunteers.
yeah, let me share. So yeah, let me share about this small proposal that we have. So right now, Meshery is just so basically like I start from the context. So we are thinking of migrating from our current process of documenting APIs from which we are using Swagger to do to use Open API. So there's been an effort in past. So we're kind of gradually moving to Open API. We're doing that through our schemas repo. So if you go to this repo, you will find schemas for almost most of our constructs that Meshy use, and also some of the API endpoints that we are building around those constructs. So
Sorry, I think Abid, your screen is not visible.
Yep.
so yeah, maybe I'll circle back. Yeah. Okay, Yash, you can continue. I'll move.
Okay,
Share at the end.
just a second. Okay. Yeah, we can come back to you, Abid. Darshan, would you like to go ahead and share about your update?
Yep. Right. Hey guys, I've been working on a workflow called integrations updater. So what this workflow does is that it takes the data from the Meshery integration sheets. So what the sheet is basically is that it contains all the models, components, and the relationship files included in Meshery. So this is the source of truth for that. So what it does is that it takes the data from this sheet and updates them to the Meshery catalog, which has designs models, this specifically, and the integrations of various CNC projects and etc. So as of now, the current issue is that the models here are not updated accordingly. What happens is that if I click on this and I go here, it shows zero components and relationships, which is an issue. And also when I download the model, it says file not available. So to fix that, I just enhanced the workflow. What I did was I used Meshery registry publish command to publish the documentation to the website, and also I used the model build command to build the OCI image so that the invalid file error here will be fixed. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Updating the documentation of the site and updating the model OCI image of the model. Yeah, I have asked a review from Matthew, Nikita. I think if Precious and Freeman could also offer a review on this will be helpful if you guys could in the Meet or in Slack or in GitHub. Yeah, it's a small update I had. If you guys have any questions, you can ask now.
A question, will the hyperlink on the website work immediately after this PR runs is approved?
This is more of a workflow which runs nightly. So the link here, this is what you mean?
Yep.
Yeah, it will work, yeah, because the workflow only updates the one. This is one of the repo that it gets updated, and also with yeah, it should work.
Nice. To clarify, if you click on one of the models, and after your PR merges, what you've just said is that download model link will download the OCI image that is generated from there.
Yeah. So as soon as I merge him, the workflow no, only when the workflow runs and the models are updated to the documentation site or the model OCI. That's only when.
No. Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. No. That which would be as soon as the workflow runs. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And so what I'm trying to ask is like, did you confirm that it's publishing to the correct place, that these hyperlinks are going to work now?
Regarding that, yeah, it does. I think what you're asking is that the workflow, what it does is that it deletes all the files and
No,
the
no, no.
models.
Stop. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know all that. Like, dude, I'm just saying, like, the goal here is to get that hyperlink working. Right, right. I mean, I'm the one that has asked for this. So like,
Yeah.
the goal to get that button working. Did you fix the issue? Did you, because you're not addressing it. You're saying like, well, there's this thing that'll run that like, and so did you test that the
No,
acceptance criteria for this issue is the button works? So does it work?
no. I didn't fix that. What I did was only, what I explained, updated documentation, and make sure you download the OCI model.
Then this is worthless without that.
Okay.
How are these going to get used otherwise?
No, the thing is that most of the models in the mesh model directory are not present in here as well. So that is also one of the issues here. So I will share some examples, but I did do like I made some issues on this for Hack2Professor issue as well to publish individually, which is not an ideal way because the workflow should be doing that for you. So that doesn't happen as of now. Some of the models are not updated in the catalog.
Yeah, but now you're going to delete all the custom models, which is like the exascale icons. You're going to delete it. You
Okay.
can't do that.
All right.
I just want that button working. I just want a Meshery like model command to generate an OCI image, to export an OCI image, and include it as one of the artifacts that gets published with each model. So each model gets published with a description and the registrant and the components and its image, and it should have the logo image, and it should also have an OCI image.
Okay. Got it.
And
Okay.
if we take the approach of unintelligibly deleting all the content that's there, so you're gonna have a ton of churn on the repo, and it'll be difficult to go back in time to figure out like when something went wrong because it'll have changed every night. And that's the problem with one of the reasons why the designs portion of the catalog is as piss poor as it is it's quite unintelligent as well. I think Mr. Sharma knows what I'm talking about. And so, yeah, we don't want to propagate that nonsensical lack of logical intelligence from the way that designs was done over to models.
Okay.
But yeah, so the goal is just if you can, initially, if you can just produce that extra artifact, you'd have a major win. And then if between the designs and the models and the filters, there's that other question, that other challenge I think that you're solving and might want to reflect on a little bit more is just, hey, how do we ensure that these are synchronized, that we afford for both the automated publishing of the built-in models and sort of the pre-approved, catalog designs, and at the same time allow anyone to come over and separately, sort of independently publish a design, potentially write, by PRing the site, or publish a model by PRing the site, and yeah, kind of two flows. But that first flow is the one that's, I think, well within grasp.
Yeah. So there are two parts of it. One is the synchronized models and the custom models. So we should differentiate that. And yeah, I understood. Okay.
Yeah. The thing about now there's only one slight conundrum, I think, and that's if you go to a design and you look at the details of any design, Darshan has the user that published this particular design, and that's linked to his profile, which if you like this one from Darshan, you probably will like some of the other ones that he's done. So you might be interested to look at the rest of his published designs and use them, and that encourages him to produce more and that kind of a thing. If people are coming over and publishing designs separate from the other flow that's there today, that's something that just needs to be considered. Just need to validate that they include their user ID, their UUID for their account. Anyway, so do the first thing first, which is put the OCI image out there and make the button work. We've got a broken website right now. So
right, yeah.
Okay. Naman, you're going to get the pattern, the word pattern removed, and you're going to replace it with designs.
Yeah.
Today. Great, perfect.
Awesome. Thank you, Darshan. Any question for Darshan, you can put in the chat, and yeah, awesome. Abid, would you like to go ahead or
Yeah, let me see. Could you tell me like if the screen is not working?
Yeah, we can now see you.
Can you see me?
Yeah,
yeah?
we can see
Okay.
your screen now.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so the issue is about us migrating away from using Swagger. That's the current tooling that we use for generating the documentation for APIs to use our own schema-driven methodology, which uses Open API internally. So right now, most of the work is kind of done. We have a schemas repo where we have all of the schemas for all of our constructs, which are like using the Open API, and also we are putting all of our endpoints in here. So while we are documenting the endpoints and also like kind of like using these to generate some of the constructs like the endpoints for UI to use. So this is already done here, but it's not completely tied up with our like with Meshery. So right now Meshery is still using its own documentation for API and not utilizing this. And also all of the like things are not put inside the schema. So right now in Meshery we are using kind of an using Swagger to automatically generate the documentation for APIs from the comments that you put on handler. So if you would go to like Meshy and any of its handlers, you would see some documentation comments saying like what the handler is doing and what input and output it's receiving. So that's used by Swagger to generate the like the documentation and the swagger.json, but that kind of has already gone like out of sync. So because we always don't update the documentation and sometimes the handlers change and we can't because we don't follow the schema driven process properly, and which has led to like poor documentation of APIs here. So if you have contributed to the UI or like the mesh, you might have already used this, and sometimes this doesn't provide enough information and sometimes it just provides the wrong information because we had never got back to updating the comments inside our code base, and so this has gone out of sync. So the proposal is to move away from using this method for generating documentation and instead use the schemas from the schemas repo. So the kind of the overall issues can be divided into a couple of things. So I have created an issue on GitHub. I will share the link, yeah, here, and I will propose a proper plan here. But the plan is mostly like first we need to start like using the schema that's generated from here and use it for documentation. So like one of the artifacts whenever you make any change to this repo is to create a kind of a usable big JSON file that can be used by lots of clients like Redocly to generate documentation. So we need to like basically have a workflow in the schemas repo to publish that to the Meshery.io site for API reference. So that would be the kind of the start. And another thing is like these do kind of can go, all of these efforts can go in parallel because we don't need to like wait for. So that's the first effort is to publish the schemas, sorry, publish the API documentation to the, using Redocly. And the second thing is to kind of synchronize it with like with the existing APIs that we have, because they have gone out of sync and all of the APIs are not documented here or put referenced here. So we just need to go through the Meshery server and see all, like make sure all of the APIs are now schema driven and have a proper schema defined and are defined as a proper construct, and all of the endpoints for that construct are defined. So if I quickly show how that is done, so one of the construct that we have talked about is the design construct. So yeah, so the design construct that we use whenever you are working with designs, when you like from Canvas or from Meshery, and then you like the basic the designs, the kind of the basic construct for deploying any of your infrastructure or modeling your infrastructure. So it's documented in this schema. So if you go to the openapi.yaml, you can find the API endpoints that Meshery supports. So right now there's only one is put here, the import, but the rest are missing. So basically we need to just go through, you need to go through the Meshery server and document the remaining endpoints. So you can use like you can see, go through the basically the code base and see all of the endpoints in the router and basically just start documenting them here. And that's mostly that's needed in the documentation process, to go through the Meshery servers router file and see all of the APIs that are there, because that's kind of the actual source of truth right now, and the documentation is kind of gone away. So you can use that to start documenting it. And after that, basically that's it. And the other effort is to publish that documentation to Meshery.io, and that would be used like done using Redocly, because we use that in other projects also. And final schemas are published in here. So let me show. So yeah, this is kind of the final schema for Meshery. So this Meshery OpenAPI.yaml. So this would be used to publish the final schema. So this is pretty big file, but yeah, this has all of the constructs and APIs documented. And actually, I want to talk about this because apart like if you're not directly going to work on this issue, but it's still good to know like how Meshery is following the schema-driven process, and all of the like if you are doing any change to Meshery code base, they should be kind of done from perspective of the schemas. Like if you are working with a construct, like if you are making any change to Meshery CTL or Meshery, and you want to like use say construct like design, that should come from the schemas report, because we publish all of the constructs here, both the Golang and the types for TypeScript. So everything should be done from perspective from of here and not hard code, because then we get again into the issue of like having different constructs and different like documentation all over the place. So yeah, so that's I wanted to give you the overview. So all of the things that Meshery does, all of the base constructs are defined here, and their Golang, their types are generated directly from this JSON schemas that you define. So that's why it's kind of important. So we have this done properly. After that, most of things become easier for us, the documentation and keeping like different components of machine sync, so they can use the same constructs and don't have like, because right now if you are doing like work with Meshery system, you might have seen some of the APIs are using their own like verbiage for all of the commands, and also some of the constructs are again redefined in different places in Meshery, which gets us into like there are lots of bugs that come out of that because all of the things are not same. But yeah, this should be the central repo that you use or reference for if you want to use a construct from Meshery, or if you want to develop on that. Any questions?
Abid, yeah, I have a one. I think it's pretty complex to understand everything, like how Redocly and Swagger, OpenAI, and everything is connected with Meshery and other parts of the construct. If I'm new, it will be really, really hard to understand everything, how everything is going on. So, is there any documentation which we can follow? Can you share the link of that documentation in the chat if I missed? That would be, I think, helpful for others to go through, and they can just follow.
There's documentation for the schema driven process. Yeah, I'll share in Slack, probably I need to find that. But yeah, there's the document process, and in some other projects we're already using Redocly, so yeah, I will share the documentation there. But yeah, it's not ideal for newcomers because you need to know about loss. But yeah, I wanted to also put the proposal on table. But yeah, if you are comfortable, you can work on it. If you're not, yeah, then it would be a bit hard time for you, yeah, because there's lots of components involved. But if you want to participate in other ways like providing feedback or any other thing, yeah, that's cool.
Thank you, Abid. I think it might be from my side, maybe my network. I'm not sure. There is a little bit lag. But yeah, if you have any questions, how you can contribute, how you can be part of the schema driven and contribute in that particular area, feel free to reach out to the maintainers and Abid in the Slack channel, in the public Slack channels. Okay. Thank you, Abid. Any questions for Abid? Okay. I'll share my screen.
Perhaps one little question. I have worked. I have tried to use the schema driven for one command recently, and I was able to do it properly for a subcommand, but I found that it was for the workspace command.
Yeah.
And I found that there were a model that have been created for the server, and the CLI was referenced in the repo. And when I tried to switch to the schema instead, there were some difference between the model in Meshery server and the schema. So here, should we also do work on to refactor existing code to ensure that is using the schema before?
Yeah, I think you have like hit on the bug. Yeah, because some of your constructs are still hard coded in Meshy, so yeah, that gets us into trouble. Yeah, the way forward is to refactor and use just all of the constructs from schema. So yeah, there shouldn't be kind of like any hard coded constructs in
Yes.
Meshery.
Okay, perfect.
Guys,
Thank you,
Matthew,
Matthew.
will you do me a favor? Make sure that that's listed on that the docs page that we have. It's like it's a primary highlight of like exactly why we need to reference the schemas. 'Cause otherwise, I say pumpkin and you think watermelon, and because we're not using the same definition of what the thing is, and so. But can I ask you to make sure that that's in the docs today? That there's a note in that docs page that says if you find models, structs defined anywhere other than from the schema, that they're eradicated.
In the contributing schema page.
If you would, yeah, the one that's linked in the Zoom chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I tried to also to, okay, I will create an issue for that and also ask for Meshery CTL for both so we can.
Yeah,
do
nice.
also.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
That's one of the things, Matthew, that I don't know that at this point in your journey, it might, bringing this up now might ring a bell. Like I had an ask to have small guides for each component, like identifying how it is, like from that component's perspective, to use to be schema driven, and I think you're there, or like this is great because what you just said is exactly that process, and yeah, our software quality will just climb steeply if we're referencing schemas. That's great.
Oops, sorry, I was on mute. Mute. Thank you, Lee. Let's move forward with Ritesh. Ritesh, would you like to share all the Hacktoberfest update? Quickly, we have less time, so you can share your screen.
Yeah, I just wanted to share an update on the badges we are awarded for the ongoing Hacktoberfest event, and we have awarded only 16 contributors right now, and many are yet to be awarded. We have around like close to 83 PRs right now, and uh, we should be awarding them now. And also for the community managers and folks who would be awarding the badges with the uh, Slack command, I have added this moniker with the badges that can be used to award badges from the Slack.
Hey, Ritesh,
Yeah,
sorry. Ritesh, I might have missed it. Did you say how many people have been badged and how many people have yet to be badged?
yeah. I don't have the data of how many are yet to be badged, but
Why?
yeah, actually, I was not able to find that in the
Why? It's
meantime.
just a GitHub search. We've already talked about it a few
Yeah.
times. Why you can't? What's going on?
Yeah, actually, I just started picking up this data before the meet, and
Okay, because we don't
I
even
did
need
not
this
check.
spreadsheet. Like, we almost don't even need. It's like that search is the thing, is the main thing. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Let me know.
that was the important
Let me
concern.
know.
Yeah,
Great. Let me know today if you can't, if that's still eludes you. Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Thanks.
yeah. I will find the number of how many are yet to be awarded. Yeah.
Thank you, Ritesh. I'll probably share the screen now. Okay, so we are right now on time and we got a couple of items left. Is there anything which is other which we should discuss right now? Okay, awesome. So since I didn't hear anything, okay, we will cover them next time, next week. Till then, thanks for joining us today and have a great time, have a great evening or good night, whatever you're in time zone in. And Make sure to check out the Meshery's contribution certifications and other certifications. They are really, I think you should definitely check out them if you're contributing to the projects. And see you in the Q4 NA as well. And see you in the next meeting. Till then, have fun. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.
Oh, you will be attending KubeCon?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Oh, yeah. I also got though I won't be attending, but I actually got the registration from the Linux Foundation. I got a free registration coupon.
Yeah, if you can travel, then you can
Travel
you can travel.
funding. So I won't be attending.
Yeah. Mhm. You will get an email. You can check that. Okay, awesome, man.